Alright, so today I'm going to be working on this Benz. I got a 2014 Mercedes Benz E550. I'll be changing some things out for a minute. Just stay tuned. Alright, so I done already took over. Bolt that I'll show you right here is the one that goes on the rotor. Take that one off because I'm gonna be changing the rotors and the brake pads. And then this bolt right here that holds the bracket right here in place. As you can see, it's the bracket right here. Take that off. And you also, here's the bolt. This is the bolt piece, so once you take that off, this comes off as well. Stay tuned, I'm gonna be recording some more, showing you what else I take off. I also have to remove this wire. This is your sensor that goes on the 2014 Mercedes Benz E550. All of them have these. They have the sensors for the brakes to let you know, the indicator to let you know when you need to change them. And as you can see, my brakes actually don't look that bad, but I'm gonna go ahead and change them anyways. You can also see from that angle. I don't know if you can see too good, but I'm gonna go ahead and change them out. And I'll show you a picture of them, how they look compared to the new ones. Stay tuned. Alright, so back again, messing with this headache of a rotor brake caliber status. As you see, I got this right here, which is a HEX 9. Crazy thing about it is, all these tools that I got didn't have it. Went to Auto Advance and I went to Home Depot and they didn't have a HEX 9mm set. So as you see right here, I went and bought one whole set, and this is a pretty good set right here. You can get all of them for the HEX Allan key set, and you see they got starting down, I think it's 5, yeah, 5, and then it goes all the way up to 10, and I needed a 9 for the job that I'm doing on the Mercedes Benz 2014 E550. So I already got the top piece off, and now I'm about to do the bottom. Here goes the screw right here. As you see, the hex screw has to go in. See, if you look at it, put the light on it for it real quick. But no, it's pretty shitty, but you see that? It actually goes in, so that's the 9 that actually fit in there. So I'm gonna take this bottom one off and get to the next part. Alright, so now that I got the caliber off right there, I got it sitting on top, so it's not putting any strain on your brake line. You see your brake line is located right there. It's the brake line right there, leading all the way up to the top. You want to make sure it's not being strained down. You can put it on up there with a hanger or whatever. I just got to sit on top of the rotor, because once I take the rotor, they take these 2 bolts off, I'm gonna get the rotor off. I put a bolt, one of the studs, one of the bolts that holds the rim, put that back on there, so when I take these 2 bolts off, the rotor doesn't just fall off. As you can see right here, you got one of the bolts right here at the bottom, and one of the bolts at the top right there. That's to hold the bracket. That's what holds the whole caliper on the rotor. So once I take them off, and you're gonna need a 18mm is good, because yeah, the 19 is a little too big, so 18mm is good. Put that on those 2 bolts. Like I said, those 2 bolts is back there. Boom, boom. You take that off, and then that'll take off this piece right here. And once you take that off, you'll be able to take the rotor off. Alright, so stand by, I'm about to do that. Alright, back with the recording status. So flashlight real quick. So you're gonna have to turn the wheel all the way as far as you can, because right now, as you see, I got the wheel turned way to the front driver's side so I can get access, because you're gonna have to use a breaker bar to get these 2 bolts off on the back. So I already got this one loose, and I'm gonna get this second one up here at the top. You see, I got the one on the bottom, got the one on the top hidden right there. So get those. So now we back. You see, now that once I move them 2 bolts back there, had two bolts that was sitting right here, and the other bolt was right here. Once I got them off, I was able to take my bracket off, which is right here. That bracket, those two bolts right there, and now we got the open bearing, and we got the new rotor. So I'm about to put the new rotor on. See, it has this coating protecting. But once it starts getting that protecting knocked off, as you see in certain parts of it, it's already starting to peel off. But that's that coating that's going to be on there at first. Get that up off there. Once I start hitting them brakes, it's going to all start looking shiny. So stand by. I'm going to put that on there in a second. Alright, back at it. So now I'm sitting here putting everything back together. Got my flash strobe light going on. Got my little gadgets, but as you see, this is a T30. Putting that T30 on, that holds the rotor back in place. So tighten that up. Now I got that tightened back on there. It's good. And now I'm gonna go commence to putting the caliper bracket back on. It's right there. And continue to put this project back together. Stand by. Alright, so got the bracket back on. I put those two bolts back on. Now I'm about to put the brake pads in the caliper. I'm gonna slide the caliper back on. I may have to do some adjustments because, as you can see, we got the I forgot what these damn things called, but the caliper pistons right there. I believe that's what it is. They're still kind of sticking out a little bit, as you can see. So I may have to use a C-clamp with the old brake pad and push it in a little bit more so I get the new brake pads in. So I'm gonna do that and come back. Alright, so now that I got the caliper back on, I actually got the alright, so now I'm gonna put, well, I already put it on, but this is the old bracket, front bracket that goes on, and this is the new one. It's on there now. I just gotta put that bolt back on right there. And that's the bolt that's on inside of this bracket right here that goes in front. So once I put this on like that, so then I get the bolt, tighten it up right there, and I believe that's the T32, maybe a little bigger than that. Yeah, that's a little bigger. So with that one I used it's a T45. So the T45 goes with that one to tighten that one up. So I'm gonna tighten that in just a minute. And also don't forget to put, once you got the brake back on, don't forget to get that little handy dandy brake sensor. This is my new one right here. It's an AC Delco brand. It's pretty good. And that's gonna go back here on the back side. Let me show you right there, the light. So it's gonna go right here. You see that little hole and then it plugs in right there. So you can kind of see it a little bit where the prongs go inside. I don't know if you can see that real well right there. So it plugs in there, and then the sensor goes in that hole right there. That little hole right there on the brake pads. See how you got the little hole on the brake pads? You can put it right there, plug it right there. It's real simple. Alright, so stand by. Alright, so now I got the bolts back on. Everything's looking good. So I just put this these two bolts on with the alright, so now as you see I got that Allen key, hex key right here on the back, putting those two bolts on back on the back. So sorry about that screen, stuff falling off all apart. So yep, that's that hex key right there. Alright, so back again. As you see, I got the hex key on the back of the caliper. Tighten it back up. And after that, put the wheel back on. We back in business.